Let's talk about coffee. That magical dark liquid that transforms us from zombies to humans every morning. It fuels late-night study sessions, powers through endless meetings, and gives you the courage to say, yes, I will have another donut. Coffee isn't just a drink. It's a global commodity, and the centerpiece of a drama as bitter as a burnt espresso shot. The global coffee trade is a complex web of growers, roasters, shippers, and baristas, all working to get those precious beans into your mug. When something goes wrong, you don't just get a bad cup, you get international incidents. Brazil, the king of coffee production, calls the shots, and who gets to be their best friend is a very big deal. So, what happens when the U.S., a country that consumes coffee like it's going out of style, fumbles the ball, and Canada swoops in to snatch a multi-billion-dollar deal? This isn't just about a trade agreement, it's about national pride, economic stability, and the future of your morning routine. We're diving into the steaming mess of the great North American coffee crisis. How did a $12 billion deal with Brazil slip through America's fingers and land in Canada's lap? Grab your mug. This is going to be a bumpy, highly caffeinated ride. How did America, the land of the coffee break, lose a deal this big? Simple, bureaucratic napping and overconfidence. For years, the U.S. was Brazil's #1 customer for premium arabica beans, a relationship so comfortable it was taken for granted. The deal on the table, a 10-year, $12 billion exclusive partnership with Brazil's top coffee cooperative, but the American delegation postponed key meetings, officially due to scheduling conflicts, but rumor has it, someone wanted Beyoncé tickets. While America was distracted, Canada was getting ready to put a ring on it. U.S. negotiators sent junior staff, recycled old proposals, and treated the deal like a sure thing. The Brazilians wanted innovation, sustainability, and respect. Instead, they got indifference. America's team seemed more interested in lunch orders than a multi-billion-dollar partnership. The door was left wide open, and someone else was about to walk right through. Politely, of course. This wasn't just a one-time slip-up, it was a symptom of a larger problem. The U.S. focused on flashier deals, ignoring the backbone of its morning routine. Brazil was ready for a real partner. And Canada was waiting in the wings. Enter Canada. While America snoozed, Canada brewed up ambition. The Canadian trade team showed up prepared, with charts, graphs, and a PowerPoint that wowed the Brazilians. Their proposal, not just to buy coffee, but to partner with Brazil. They pledged millions for research into drought-resistant coffee plants and proposed a joint marketing campaign for the world's most ethical, sustainable coffee. They even streamlined shipping through northern ports, opening faster routes to Asia. The Canadians played the culture card, learned Portuguese phrases, and brought gifts of maple syrup. It was a charm offensive, and it worked. While Americans argued about fantasy football, Canadians built real relationships. Brazil announced the exclusive partnership with Canada, praising their collaborative spirit. The deal was signed, champagne popped, and somewhere in Ottawa, a moose probably shed a patriotic tear. Canada, often the quiet neighbor, pulled off one of the decade's biggest trade coups. They didn't just win a contract, they secured a massive chunk of the global coffee supply chain. The U.S. was left staring into an empty, decaffeinated abyss. Canada gets the beans. What does that mean for the U.S.? In short, economic pain. American roasters now scramble for alternatives, driving up prices. Your $5 latte? Get ready for $7, and it might not taste as good. The entire coffee industry, from Starbucks to your local shop, faces higher costs and shrinking profits. Some businesses will absorb the hit, others will pass it on, and many small shops may not survive. The ripple effect hits everything: cups, milk, sugar, pastries. If coffee sales drop, so does everything else. The stock market reacted instantly. Shares in major coffee retailers nosedive. Investors are spooked, and the loss of this deal injects chaos into a beloved industry. This wasn't just a number, it was stability in a volatile market. Now the U.S. faces uncertainty, all because someone missed a crucial meeting. The fallout is real job losses, higher prices, and a shaken industry. The dominoes started in Brasilia and ended with a baker in Brooklyn, all over a cup of coffee. The economic fallout is bad, but the political drama is even spicier. Washington is a whirlwind of finger-pointing and frantic damage control. The administration downplays the fiasco, while the opposition dubs it Benghazi and demands resignations. Senators from coffee-producing states call for hearings, turning this into political theater. U.S.-Brazil relations are strained. America now looks like the flaky friend who cancels last minute. Brazil is moving on, building new alliances and leaving the U.S. behind. Even the U.S. Canada relationship is tense. American officials fume while Canadians politely say, "Sorry, but you left your wallet on the table." The power dynamic in North America has shifted. Canada's no longer content in America's shadow. They're playing hardball on the global stage. All this over coffee. Is the U.S. out for good? Not if it acts fast. First, overhaul trade negotiation strategy. No more junior staff or recycled proposals. Approach every partner with respect, preparation, and a real interest in mutual benefit. Next, diversify coffee sources. Build strong ties with Colombia, Honduras, Ethiopia, and Vietnam. Invest in infrastructure, support sustainable farming, and create long-term partnerships. Don't put all your beans in one basket. Innovation is key. Leverage American tech to lead in coffee science. From sustainable roasting to AI-driven crop monitoring. Offer value beyond just buying beans. Become indispensable to the global coffee industry. Domestically support California and Hawaii's coffee growers with research grants and promotion. While they can't match Brazil's volume, they can help insulate the market from shocks. This crisis is a chance to build a stronger, more resilient coffee industry. The U.S. needs to wake up and smell the opportunity. It's time for a comeback. The Brazil-Canada deal is shaking the global coffee market. Other coffee-producing nations like Colombia and Vietnam now have more bargaining power as the U.S. seeks new suppliers. This could redistribute wealth in the coffee world, empowering countries long in Brazil's shadow. But it also creates instability. Global buyers are rethinking their strategies. Will Canada become a major coffee re-exporter? Will prices get even more volatile? The market is on edge, and everyone's watching North America. Canada's win highlights the importance of sustainability and ethical sourcing. Brazil wanted a partner, not just a buyer, and Canada delivered. The message is clear: money isn't enough. Partnership and responsibility matter. This could push the whole industry toward more ethical, sustainable practices. What's next for American coffee drinkers? In the short term, price hikes and new blends. Your favorite Brazilian roast might be replaced by Honduran or Vietnamese beans. It's a time for adventurous palates, ready or not. Long term, this crisis could be a blessing. Diversifying suppliers could lead to a richer, more varied coffee market. Expect more single-origin coffees and a renaissance for coffee lovers. The push for sustainability and transparency will only grow. American companies can become global leaders in ethical coffee. The industry is resilient. Our love for coffee is too strong to be derailed by one bad deal. The future will be more diverse, a bit pricier, and hopefully, a lot more ethical. So, there you have it, a story of how America nearly lost its morning mojo over a missed email. Canada pulled off a trade coup with the precision of a curling champion. The great North American coffee crisis is a wake-up call about complacency. In today's world, you can't take anything for granted. Not your allies, not your coffee. The U.S. has a long road ahead to rebuild trust and reclaim its place in the coffee market. But you, the coffee drinker, have power too. Ask where your coffee comes from. Support brands that are transparent and ethical. Your choices can help shape the industry's future. This mess might be the jolt America needed to rethink its coffee game. The road ahead is uncertain, but one thing's for sure. America's relationship with coffee will never be the same. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a good cup of Colombian. To our friends in Canada, well played. Enjoy the coffee. Just save some for the rest of us.